I'm back. So, I'm doing a quick little quip, basically, about my thoughts on the whole SLAPGATE, basically. That's what I'm calling a SLAPGATE from the Oscars with Will Smith and Chris Rock. Okay. So, my thoughts, honestly, is that Will Smith has a lot of shit going on with him right now. Like, he has a lot of demons, and honestly, a lot of these demons, I feel to believe, my opinion, throwing it out there, just my opinion, is that he's getting all of this shit worked up in his head and in his spirit. I think a lot of it's coming from Jada. I'm putting it out there. I feel like she is slowly ruining him. I don't know if it's because she is still in love with Tupac. I'm gonna start calling her Jada Shakur, cause I feel like every other month she's saying something about Tupac. Baby, you married with grown ass kids now. Why you still talking about Pac? Like, and I was pretty young when he died, but wasn't he in a relationship with Quincy Jones's daughter when he died? Like, he wasn't even with you, bro. Like, if y'all were meant to be, it would have happened. Like, y'all would have dated. I don't know if they dated or not. Hey, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But, listen, she needs to chill out. Like, quiet as it's kept, allegedly. It's been rumored for years that they had an open marriage, right? So maybe things got too serious with August Alsina, because definitely August Alsina smashed that shit. I'm gonna be real. August smashed that shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, he's a New Orleans dude, and I can tell he smashed that shit. So, and she already admitted it basically on the Red Table Talk. I didn't watch the whole Red Table Talk when her and Will, I don't even know what to call that shit, because it was like she was talking to her friend, not her husband that she respects, but whatever. If you have an open marriage, okay, I would have never said shit. I would have never responded to August, but they decided to respond with the Red Table Talk shit. And now it's like all this shit is like transpiring. And I feel like, unfortunately, yes, Will Smith is a great actor. And I have not watched I'm about to call it King James. I have not watched King Richard yet. I do plan on watching it soon. Don't know why it's taking me so long to watch it. I heard it's really good, and I do plan on watching it. I know he's a good actor. But, he can't continue to slowly spiral like this, because he seems to be the type of person that always has his emotions in check and is very cool, calm, and collected. Granted, okay, in that aspect of Chris Rock telling that joke, everybody didn't know that Jada had alopecia. I didn't know Jada Shakur had alopecia. I had no idea. Like, I don't make it like a requirement for me to watch every single Red Table Talk and watch everything she does. Like, granted, I believe I do follow her on Instagram, just like Will, but I don't, Instagram picks and chooses, what you see on your timeline. Like, everything is not in chronological order of time of when people post shit, which is very annoying. Y'all need to fix that shit, Instagram. Y'all doing everything else, but it's not in order. So it's not like I know, like, oh, Jada, can you believe she has alopecia? I had no idea. Now, granted, Chris Rock, my guesstimation is that either Chris and Will are acquaintances through comedy, and be it Hollywood stars, or they're friends. I don't know. Who knows? But no one knows if he knew that she had alopecia. A lot of people didn't know she had alopecia. So for all we knew, this is my guesstimation, Maybe he just thought she had a shorter haircut than usual, because her hair is usually short. I don't remember the last time she had long hair since like the 90s. So I personally thought that she just cut it shorter. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't know she had a medical condition. Now, granted, it's known, at least from the specials I've seen, that Chris Rock does this from time to time where he'll, rag on somebody from the audience or whatever the case is. So, I honestly feel like it was a bunch of built up aggression and misplaced anger when Will Smith decided to go and slap Chris Rock. Honestly, like, if you go back and look at, like, I've been seeing it all over, honestly, like TikTok and social media and shit. Like, people have been digging up that Red Table Talk and pointing shit out. And it's true. Like, even when I saw it the first time, like the snippets that I did see, he seems hurt the whole time. And you can tell he's embarrassed. And he doesn't want to do it. He's going along with it, like, for her. And she doesn't even seem remorseful. That's the thing that got me. She didn't even seem remorseful during that Red Table Talk. She was just like, like she's talking to one of her friends, like, yeah, girl, so I cheated on him. And I'm not going to say I cheated on him. It was an entanglement. Like, me and August Alsina, and Big Dick August Alsina, because everybody know he had a big dick. Okay? The whole state of Louisiana knows he has a big dick. That's not new. So, I feel like, in my opinion, either she is jealous of Will's fame, or, something happened behind the scenes with them in an open marriage and she wants to get back at him and ruin him some kind of way, or she doesn't want to give up that fame and notoriety that she gets with Will, but she liked how August Alsina was. So she likes that heel. Because August, I wouldn't say he's violent, but he has thrown threats at people before, like on TV. I think it was like 106 in Park a long time ago. He threw out a random threat, like, hey, didn't I tell you not to talk about that? Like, getting upset. Maybe she likes that shit. So, baby, instead of like dragging this man to hell, controlling him or whatever the case is, because this is toxic. It has toxic written all over it. Just go ahead and y'all need to get some therapy, part ways, and you go ahead and get with August ass child at this point. Because that's what it seemed like. That's what you want. You want a hood dude. That's what August is. Trust me. Trust me. Listen, a lot of the dudes from New Orleans, that's how they are down here. So yeah, that's what you want. Get it. Don't go and ruin Will for that. Like, granted, we don't know what Will's done. I personally feel like he's done some things, allegedly, maybe I've, spotted some things, nothing serious, but, getting too close to female co-stars, allegedly. Anywho, it's very interesting. The whole situation is extremely interesting, and I will say that, Will needs to work his shit out, man. He needs to work his shit out. I feel like a lot of people are just, taking his side right now because of the nostalgia of basically this generation and other generations growing up with him. So it's like, he was just upset, or no. And Chris Rock should have never said anything like that. But you have to understand that he slapped the piss out of Chris Rock in front of millions of people internationally. It wasn't just the U.S. And it's going to be on the internet forever. So keep that in mind. Shit wasn't cool. Granted, he's apologized. Okay, you would say, okay, he apologized, it's over. It's not really over because it's everywhere. And you know what's sad about it? The sad part about all of this, which I'm more than sure Jada knew would happen, this is overshadowing his accomplishment of gaining an Oscar for the first time. That's the bullshit. That's the bullshit. And the reason why I'm saying that Jada probably knew that this would happen is that it isn't shown in any of the videos. Now, this is alleged, this is opinion, this is what a lot of people are speculating, including myself. A lot of people are speculating that she told him something because he was laughing at first at the joke, but she was annoyed. So a lot of people are speculating that she told him something and then he went up there and did that shit. She didn't try to calm him down, because I've seen a video of a different point of view. It was like from the back and it wasn't cut. And it was when he came down off the stage and she didn't even really look at him. She was just like, she laughed a little bit. Like, yeah, she didn't try to calm him down like, oh, are you okay, Will? You know, and granted, I'm not married, you know, so I can't truly give a married woman's perspective. But as a person, if I was with my partner and they're about to gain the highest achievement of their career, and granted, somebody might embarrass me and say something about a condition I have, yeah, I'll be embarrassed and pissed at the moment, but I will not want him to go on stage and smack the piss out of somebody on stage and put a damper on their night. I would say, babe, it's okay. We can handle that shit backstage. We can handle that shit after the show. Hell, when you win, because I know you're gonna win. When you win, you say something about that shit during your speech, but do not go up there and make a complete fool out of yourself. But a lot of people, you know, they're backing Will on this shit, and honestly, I feel like he shouldn't have did that. He should not have done that. There were multiple things he could have done, but that was not. It wasn't cool, man. It wasn't cool. Not at something like the Oscars. It was the Oscars. It wasn't even like during a commercial break. You know, it was in the middle of him presenting at the Oscars. And he takes his little ass on stage and proceeds to hit him and curse him out. Yeah. That wasn't cool. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, it's great to defend your wife and stick up for her if she's embarrassed, but there's different ways to go about the shit. And that's not cool. It's not. And with all these grown-ass people agreeing that this is okay, all you're doing is showing the younger generations that when someone says something about you, even if it's not as harsh as it may seem, it's okay to go and fight them, basically. It's okay to use violence. It's okay. Because all it's going to do is just escalate. Oh, it's okay to hit someone? Oh, well, then it's okay to punch someone. Oh, well, it's okay to jump someone. Oh, well, it's okay to stab someone if they say something I don't like. And on and on and on. And yeah, you can say, oh, well, you're just blowing shit out of proportion. Not really. Because you could say that he blew shit out of proportion when he decided to intentionally go on that stage and hit him. Because he could have literally sat there and either laughed it off. Granted, he said in his speech he's tired of doing that. I get it. He could have yelled from his seat. He didn't have to go up there and hit him. You know? He could have embarrassed the fuck out of him in his speech and said some wild shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just very disappointed. I'm disappointed with him. And then the fact that, I get it, you won your Oscar, you want to celebrate at the Vanity Fair. I think it was the Vanity Fair party, after party. But by him, carrying on and celebrating the way he did, it makes him look like he wasn't remorseful. So it almost makes his apology look like he doesn't give a fuck. Just from a PR perspective. And granted, I'm not in PR at all, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, I will say, they definitely, not even they, Will needs to talk to I believe his mom's still alive. He needs to talk to his mom. He needs to talk to his family. He needs to talk to a therapist, sort out his shit. Try to get rid of all the demons in his life. And honestly, figure out the true meaning of what Denzel was trying to say, child. Because I feel like, yeah. So I'm going to leave it at that. You can, take what Denzel said and figure it out for yourself. I feel like, you can take it however you want to take it. But honestly, no loving wife or person who says, this is the time of love. I'm just trying to spread love would encourage someone to do that. Now, granted, we don't know for sure she encouraged him, but what would make somebody flip all of a sudden out of nowhere, from laughing at a joke to basically waltzing on the stage, hitting someone, sitting down, and then cursing them out multiple times? Aside from the person that's sitting next to them. Because if it wasn't her, then it makes him look unstable, which isn't good. So, that's just my opinion on this shit. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone has an asshole. Same thing. But, y'all want to have a discussion about it? Let's go for it, baby. Leave a comment when I upload this to YouTube. You can leave some comments on I think you can leave a comment on Spotify. Listen, I haven't had a lot of listeners yet on Spotify. I just started this podcast, just my little quips and ideas and thoughts on shit. So hopefully y'all can dig it, baby. This is Quiet Storm. No, I'm playing. All right, y'all. I'm done. I'm honestly getting worn out with SLAPGATE, but I keep seeing it everywhere, and I just wanted to give my opinion because I feel like not too many people have spotted this shit. I feel like some people have, and kudos, but not too many people have. Everyone's just kind of siding with Will. Some people are siding with Chris. I don't really side with anyone. I feel like the shit was wrong. I feel like Will needs to figure his shit out. Kudos to Chris for not batting the shit out of him. And, I do agree with a third party. I agree with Jim Carrey. Granted, Jim has his own shit that he's done in the past, and my God, honey. But, love Jim. Regardless, I love him. He's very, very funny. Always been funny. Just like Will. And Chris, for me, I never thought he was hilarious or anything. I did love Everybody Hates Chris. I love that show. But Jim, always loved him. And honestly, I feel like over the years, he's gotten so freaking wise. If you just sit and listen to what he says about virtually everything in the world, makes a lot of sense. I agree with him on this shit. The shit was fucked up. And Will needs to figure his shit out because there's a lot of shit festering in him, and he needs to figure it out. And then with that, I'm done, baby. Hey. Let me know your thoughts on this shit. Let's talk about it. Bye.